Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all their multitude. Thus is an adverb. The definition of thus is as a result or consequence of this. Example, thus, by following these steps, you can ensure the cake turns out perfectly every time. Multitude is a noun, and the definition of multitude is a large number of people or things. Example, during the holiday season, the supermarket was bustling with a multitude of shoppers eager to stock up on festive treats. So God blessed the seventh day and hallowed it, because on it God rested from all the work that he had done in creation. Hallowed is an adjective, and the definition of hallowed is honor as holy. Example, the ancient ruins held a hollow silence, echoing the whispers of history. These are the generations of the heavens and the earth when they were created. Generation is a noun, and the definition of generation is all of the people born and living at about the same time. Example, a new generation of rear-engine sports cars. When no plant of the field was yet in the earth and no herb of the field had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was no one to till the ground. Field is a noun. The definition of field is an area of open land, especially one planted with crops or pasture. Example, a wheat field. Herb is a noun. The definition of herb is any plant with leaves, seeds, or flowers used for flavoring food. Example, the banana plant is the world's largest herb. Sprung is a verb. Its definition is the past participle and past of spring, spring up, emerge in large numbers. Example, the flowers began to spring up everywhere after the first warm rains of spring. But a steam would rise from the earth, and water the whole face of the ground. Steam is a noun, and the definition of steam is white mist that forms tiny water droplets in the air. Example, a cloud of steam. Then the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. Nostrils is a noun. The definition of nostrils is the two openings of the nose. Example, the smell of smoke filled our nostrils. Out of the ground the Lord God made to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. Pleasant is an adjective, and the definition of pleasant is giving a sense of happy satisfaction or enjoyment. Example, a very pleasant evening. Sight is a noun. The definition of sight is thing that one sees or that can be seen. Example, John was a familiar sight in the bar for many years. A river flows out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it divides and becomes 4 branches. Divide is a verb, and its definition is separate or be separated into parts. Example, consumer magazines can be divided into a number of different categories. Branches is a noun, and the definition of branches is a part of a tree which grows out from the trunk or from a bough. Example: Sophie was in the branches of a tree eating an apple. And the Lord God commanded the man, "You may freely eat of every tree of the garden." Command is a verb. The definition of command is order, give an order to, tell somebody do something. Example: a gruff voice commanded us to enter. The man gave names to all cattle and to the birds of the air and to every animal of the field. Cattle is a noun, and cattle is defined as the general name of all cow classes. Example: similar animals of a group related to domestic cows, including yak, bison, and buffalo. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man, and he slept. Then he took one of his ribs and closed up its place with flesh. Ribs is a noun. The definition of ribs is pairs of curved bones. Humans have 12 pairs that protect the chest and its organs. Example: he had several broken ribs. Flesh is a noun, and the definition of flesh is more towards human than animals, between the skin and bones. Meat is flesh as food. Example: she grabbed Anna's arm, her fingers sinking into the flesh. Therefore a man leaves his father and his mother and clings to his wife, and they become one flesh. Therefore is an adverb, and its definition is, for that reason, so, thus, as a result. Example: he was injured and therefore unable to play. Cling is a verb. The definition of cling is to hold on tightly to. Example: the fish cling to the line of the weed. And the man and his wife were both naked, and were not ashamed. Naked is an adjective. The definition of naked is, of a person or part of the body, without clothes. Example: he'd never seen a naked woman before. Ashamed is an adjective, and the definition of ashamed is a painful emotion caused by consciousness of guilt, shortcoming, or impropriety. Example: she felt ashamed that she had hit him.